Good morning, Junior 4. Today we are going to revise what we took before. Let's start by the grammar. The first lesson was indefinite pronouns. What are indefinite pronouns? Unnamed person, place, or thing. Of course, we are going to use some or any. Some is going to be for the affirmative sentence, like someone for a person, somewhere for a place, and something for things. We are going to use any for the negative form and the question, like anyone for a person, anywhere for a place, and anything for things. Let's start. Complete using indefinite pronouns. Number 1, she said dots, but I didn't understand anything. So here we have a positive sentence. What we are going to use? Yes, we are going to use some. What we are going to say? She said something. That's right. Okay. Number 2, would help me please. Here we have a question. However, it's a question, but we are going to use some. Why? Because it's an offer. So whenever we have an offer, we are going to use some. Polite offer, we're going to use some. So would what help me? Would someone help me? Number 3, he didn't say. We have here negative form, so we're going to use, yes, we are going to use any. So he didn't say anything. Number 4, did you go? Interesting. So here we have go, so we are asking for a place. Did you go? And we have a question mark, so we are going to use what? Yes, we are going to use any for the negative and the question form. So did you go anywhere? Interesting. Number 5, would you like to drink? Again, here we said we have a question mark, but we have what else? We have a polite offer. So what we are going to use? Yes, we are going to use some. So would you like something to drink? Another exercise we have, choose using some or any. We are going just to choose the right answer. I went shopping yesterday, but I couldn't find what that I like. So we have the first part is positive, but I'm caring about the second part that I'm going to complete. I couldn't find, so here we have negative form, so we have to use any. So I couldn't find anything that I like. The second thing we took offers with shall and will. What is the difference between them? We are going to use shall for an offer, to make an offer with a question. Shall I open the door? Will, we are going to use will to make an offer with a statement. I will make you a drink. Okay, so we are going to use shall for the question, and we are going to use will for the statement. Okay, complete using shall or will. The first one, dots, I carry this bag for you. Here we have question. So what we are going to use? Yes, we are going to use shall. So shall I? Okay, number 2, I will give you an art lesson. Here we have a statement. Okay, so in a statement form, we're going to use will for the offer. So I will give you an art lesson. Correct using shall or will. Okay, of course, after shall or will, we are going to use the verb in the infinitive form. So after shall or will, we are going to put the verb in the infinitive form. So number 1, here we have a question. Dots get you some books. So it's going to be what? Shall I, and we're going to leave the verb as it is in the infinitive form. So shall I get you some books? Number 2, I take it. So here we have a statement, so we're going to use will. So I will take it. Okay, so the offers with shall and will. Shall for the question form and will for the statement form. Number 3, we took the tag question or the question tag, and we said before we use it to ask for agreement, so they usually have a yes or no answer. And the first part is going to be positive form. We are going to change it to negative form, and if the part is negative, we are going to change into positive, opposite to each other. The question tag depends on the auxiliary verbs, like verb to be. In the present form is going to be am, is, are, and in the past is going to be was or were. Verb to have is going to be has or have in the present form, and is going to be had in the past form. Verb to do is going to be in the present, do or does, and in the past, did. And what are the modal verbs like must, will, or can, or could, or would? So again, a question tag depends on the auxiliary verbs in the sentence. Okay, so we said that question tag, the first thing we have to look at the auxiliary verb in the sentence. For example, here, complete using question tag. It is. Where is the auxiliary verb? Yes, is. So it is positive here. So is here is positive. So we have to change into negative form. So it is going to be isn't it. Okay, and we change. Of course, we are going to change. If we have names, we are going to change all the names to pronouns like he, she, it, and so on. Number 2, I'm late. Here we have an exception. Here is the auxiliary verb am, but we have an exception with I. So it's going to be aren't I. So we said before that I am is from the exception that we took before. It's going to be aren't I. Number 3, she doesn't speak well. Here we have two verbs, but I'm only caring about the auxiliary verb. What is it? Yes, it's doesn't. And doesn't here is in the negative form. So we're going to cross not, and it's going to be what? Yes, does she? So only we care about the auxiliary verb. I don't care about the other verb. You will pass the exam. Okay, where is the auxiliary verb? Yes, will. So will here is positive form again. So we're going to change it to negative form. What is the negative for will? Want you. And we put the pronoun as it is. Number 5, Sandra gets up late. Where is the verb here? Wow, we don't have here auxiliary verb, but we have gets. And gets in which tense? Present simple. And present simple form, we use what in the negative? We use doesn't or don't. And here we have what? We have Sandra. Sandra will take what? Doesn't. So it will be doesn't she? Number 6, Tom and Jack like pop music. Here we have two characters, okay, or two people. We are going to use what instead of them? What is the pronoun? They. So we're going to say, and what is the verb? Like. So they like pop music. How I'm going to change it? Here it's positive in the present simple tense again, and we said in the present simple we use do or does. So we are going to change it to negative form. It will be don't they. Number 7, let's go home. Here we have let's, and let's from the exceptions that we took before. Let's, it means let us, refers to we. So we are going to change it to be shall we. So let's go home, it will be shall we, because here we have let us, and us refers to we. You play tennis. Number 8, you play tennis. So here we have the verb in the past form. In the past simple, we are going to use did in the negative form, because it's positive, we are going to change into negative. So it's going to be didn't you? Okay, so again, question tags, the most important, they are depending on the auxiliary verbs that we took before. We have to search for them in the sentence, and then we start answer to change from the positive to negative and from the negative to positive. Number 4, we took present perfect. What is present perfect we use it for? We use it for something that happened in the past, but it has an effect in the present form. Okay, so it's something that happened in the past, but it still have an effect on the present time. We don't know exactly when it's finished. The form is going to be the auxiliary verb of has or have only, has or have plus the PP. And we said before, what is the PP? Is the third form of the verb. This verb is going to be two things, regular or irregular. The regular form is going to be like the past simple tense. We'll take ded or ied, the normal verbs like play, played. And the irregular form is going to be go, went, gone. This is the third form that you have to study from your grammar book, page 96. So again, regular verbs, this is only what we have to study. They are different from the past simple a little bit. Okay, so again, it will be has or have plus the verb in the PP. PP, it means past participle, the third form of the verb. What are the key words? We have already, just, yet, never, ever. Already and just for affirmative sentence, the positive sentence. like here. Yet is going to be for the negative and for the question sentence. And never is giving us a negative meaning, but it's affirmative. And ever is going to be for the question. So we have 5 key words in the past perfect. The first one already, just, yet, never, ever. Some of them are for positive sentence and some for them giving us negative meaning like never. And we have yet for negative and question, and ever for the question form. For example, here the storm has just ended. Where I'm going to put the place for the key word is going to be in the middle between the auxiliary verb has or have and the main verb. So here we have the key word in the middle of the 2 verbs. Number 2, I haven't turned on the TV yet. We said yet is going to be different. It's going to be at the end of the sentence. So we use these key words to talk about the present perfect tense. Okay, let's complete here. Correct the verb. We're going to correct the verb in the present perfect tense. They went London this month. Here we have the verb leave. It's from the irregular verbs. So we are going to change. So they, what is the auxiliary verb? They have left. Okay. Number 2, she, me, about it. We have tell, and tell is from the irregular verbs that we have to study. So she has told me. Number 3, she will just come. She will speak to you in a minute. Here we have the key word, and we said just is going to be between the 2 verbs, and come is going to be the same. It's an irregular verb, and it's going to be the same. So she has just come. Number 4, you hear about the present. Here we have a question form. So we are going to start with the auxiliary verb. Have you heard? Okay. Number 5, Emma go to get the books. Here we have a statement form. So we are going to use what with Emma has. So has gone. So she or Emma has gone to get the books. Here we have another different exercise. Change into a negative or question. We have a statement and we have to change into a question form. You have corrected my mistakes. We are going to do what in the question? We are going to make scissors. So it's going to be have you corrected my mistakes and question mark. Of course, in the question we can use the keyword ever, but we don't have it now. Negative form we are going to change only by adding not. So you haven't corrected my mistakes. Okay, do as shown. It's a different exercise that we're going to have the order beside each sentence. For example, I'm bored. I don't have what to do. Here I want you to use indefinite pronoun. So I'm bored, I don't have. Here we have negative form. So what is the indefinite pronouns? Some or any. So we're going to use anything. Number 2, she takes some photos. I want you to correct the verb or to use present perfect form. So she has taken some photos. Number 3, she runs fast. Don't she? Here I want you to correct the mistake. So we have to search in the sentence or in the question, where is it? So here we have don't, it's wrong because we have she, so it will take doesn't. From where did I know? From the verb here in the present for present tense. Number 4, we are going to choose the right answer. Shall, will, we go somewhere else? Here we are going to choose. Of course, in the question, for the offers, we said that the question 1 is going to be shall. Okay, guys, by that way we finished our grammar. We have to answer all the revision booklet that you have. Let's start here, read a revision. Of course, our story was talking about a little girl who dreamed to be a famous actor. Number 1, who was Joanna Jones? She was the main character of the story. She was a 15-year-old schoolgirl in year 10. She wanted to be a famous actor or a star. Number 2, what was Joanna's bad experience? We said that she was having a bad experience. This is why she was afraid to act in the second audition. When she was 10 years old, Miss Mason made her sing without any practice, so she sounded terrible and everyone laughed at her. Number 3, how was Joanna on the audition day? She felt nervous and Okay, number 3, how was Joanna on the audition day? She felt nervous, sick, she was so sad, she was so tired, she was panicked, she didn't want to act in the audition or to audition. Number 4, you need to stop upstaging me. Comment, Sarah said to Mark in the rehearsal, she accused him that he was upstaging her, so she was a selfish character. Number 5, she will hate me when she finds out. Comment here, Lisa said to herself when she added Joanna's name in the audition list without telling her. Number 6, what did Joanna ask Mrs. Moon for? Joanna asked Mrs. Moon for a second audition to take Sarah's role after she quit the show. And who encouraged her? We said Mr. Joseph and Mark. Number 7, Joanna felt as if she was walking on air. Explain, Joanna felt happy because her second audition was great and everyone was proud of her. Don't forget to answer all your revision booklets for grammar and reader. Okay, now writing time. Here we have a topic about write about a strange dream that you had. I want you to write in 3 paragraphs using the past simple tense about any dream that you had. 3 paragraphs. Each paragraph you are going to introduce your dream first, and then you're going to talk about the dream in details. And you have helping words to help you. You have to tell me it was horrible or weird or interesting or funny. In 3rd paragraph, I want you to tell me how did it end, was it scary or funny. And here you have some helping adjectives. Try to use it. Note, don't forget to leave space at the first line in each paragraph. Use the past simple tense and punctuation form, capital letters, full stop and commas. Don't forget to use adjectives and vocab words and idioms. In 3 paragraphs, try to make it in a nice way. So don't forget to write your story in 3 paragraphs using the past simple tense. For example, you can say for me, yesterday I had a powerful dream. It was full of amazing things that we passed all these hard days and returned back to our normal life. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to finish your work. Goodbye.